So picture this. You're at the rental car counter, excited for a vacation, and they hit you with, would you like to have rental car insurance? You pause and think to yourself, do you need it after all? You've got personal auto insurance, right? Well, not so fast. Using your personal insurance might seem like the easy choice, but it could cost you more than you think. Stick around and I'll explain when skipping rental coverage could come back to bite you, and how to protect yourself. Hey everyone, Marquise Cunningham here. So alright, let's break down how personal auto insurance works for rental cars. In most cases, your personal coverage extends to rentals, but only if you have comprehensive and collision coverage on your own car. So let's talk about the most important personal auto insurance coverages. Liability is if you hit someone else, collision is for the rental car if it gets damaged, and comprehensive covers things like if the car is stolen or vandalized. Sounds solid, right? But here's the catch. Your deductible still applies, and if you file a claim, it can increase your premium. Plus, if the rental car's value exceeds your personal car's value, your policy might not cover the full cost. So here's where it gets tricky. Most personal policies don't cover loss of use fees, which is the fee the rental company charges for each day the car is unavailable for rental. And forget about diminished value or administrative fees. They're usually excluded too. This is a big issue if you have an accident. So should you get the rental company's insurance? In many cases, yes. Here's what their packages usually include. Number 1, CDW. This covers damage to the rental with no deductible. Number 2, supplemental liability. This provides extra protection if you injure someone or damage property. Number 3, personal accident insurance. This covers medical costs for you and passengers, and this could be huge in another country if your health insurance does not cover you. Lastly, personal effects. This coverage protects your belongings inside the rental car. So, the rental car insurance might cost $10 to $30 a day, but it can save you thousands if something goes wrong. And the best part, it keeps your personal insurance out of the equation, so your premium stays put. Let me give you a real-world example here. Cynthia rented a car in Denver, and she skipped the rental company's insurance, thinking her personal coverage had her back. Well, someone sideswiped her rental car in the parking lot. No surprise there. Her personal insurance covered the $3,500 damage, but she still had to pay a $1,000 deductible. Even worse, her premium jumped by $40 a month at the next renewal. Now compare that to Mike, a Trailstone client. He rented a car, added the $20 a day collision waiver, and surprise, surprise, someone hit his parked rental car as well. But Mike, he walked away without paying a dime. No deductible, no premium increase, no worries. So, what's the move here? If you're renting a car, don't just assume your personal insurance has you fully covered. Check your policy, weigh the risk, and when in doubt, consider the rental company's coverage. If you're not sure what your policy covers, call us here at Trailstone. We'll break it down for you so you can rent with confidence and enjoy the ride worry-free. So rent smarter, not harder. Until next time.